In this episode, I'm going to talk about some of the changes coming to the Conquest system with update 5.9, as well as the Deathmark Conquest. Hey guys, Doug Jankowski with the Grizzled Geek, and I'm coming to you with another Star Wars The Old Republic video. And today, once again, we're going to talk about the changes to the Conquest system. Specifically, I want to address two things in this video. The first is the changes they're going to implement as of update 5.9 later this month. I think we're going to get those in 2 weeks from the time of this recording. Either the third or fourth week of April, we'll be getting that, as well as not only the changes to Conquest, but we'll also be getting the flashpoint that ends the traitor storyline and a few other things. So, all right, here are the things they are saying they are going to change with update 5.9. One, they're going to increase the point gains for objectives for repeatable and daily repeatable objectives. And I'll have a link down below to the post they made where they actually show what the current base points are and what they are raising the base points are. And the points you'll see there are without your stronghold bonus. So you'll see they are very low. But they're going to raise those. They're also going to reclassify a few of those. The GSF, the War Zone, and the Flashpoint participation objectives are currently low. They're going to be raised to the medium level of points. So you'll see when you look at that link down below that there's a low point value, a medium point value, and a high point value in each of the categories. And those are going to jump from a low to a medium category. They're also going to change the play a flashpoint objective to play a flashpoint or uprising. So it'll count for either or. They don't have to list them separately, which is good because the Deathmark Conquest that we'll talk about in the second half of this video does not contain uprisings at all. So it's just got play a flashpoint. So it'll be either or. They are changing the defeat a number of opponents from the 250 that it currently is in most, or that it was in most conquests that have them, to now 3 separate objectives. One will be defeat 50 opponents, one will be defeat 100, and then a defeat 150, and those will not reset every day. And for the most part, it looks like those are going to be daily objectives. They're stating they'll be daily objectives, so you can go and do that each day, which makes that, quite a bit easier to accomplish. And they've already made somewhat of a change and we'll talk about this in Deathmark. It's down to 100 right now. But coming in 5.9, it'll actually be 3 separate objectives, so you can get points 3 times. I assume that will be a low point repeatable, a low daily, which would still be a 400 point base, and you could do all 3 of those. So that's pretty decent. Okay, the next one they're going to do is they're going to have a new repeatable daily objective, which is complete 3 activities, activity finder activities, and then complete 5 activity finder activities. So there's 2 new objectives. And those are do anything. So if you did 2 flashpoints, an uprising, that would get you the 3, and then add a war zone and a galactic starfighter, and there you've got your 5. So you would get 2 different objectives there. So that's kind of a cool little add. They're adding a new daily repeatable objective: defeat the final boss in an operation. So that brings back the lockouts for a lot of guilds, which is cool. And they're going to give us back a little bit in the crafting department. And this is an interesting one. It's going to be a new repeatable objective. So it's down on it's in the low point value. But it's a cool one. It's craft 50 items. It's just 50 items. It's not specifically war supplies or anything like that. So you could craft 50 components, or 50 healing packs, or 50 stims, or whatever. So for every 50 items you craft, you would meet this repeatable objective. It'll probably be a low, maybe a medium. So it's not going to be worth a lot of points. But for the most part, it's probably crafting you might have been doing anyways, or it gives you a reason to do some of that. You know, hey, I might as well craft some med packs because it's going to get me some points. Or I was going to craft components for making war supplies anyways, so I'll go ahead and do that. So that's really cool. That is the bigger, I mean, that's the biggest things for the 5.9. So like I said, down below there'll be a link to their explanation of this. But let's go ahead then and go to the second part of this video. All right, the second part of the video I want to talk about is the Death Mark Conquest itself. And we're going to look at some of the changes that came to this Conquest. Some are good, some are not so good, but let's go ahead and talk about those. And I'm going to start at the top. So a lot of the stuff we would normally see here, Operation Karaga's Palace, Scum and Villainy, defeat enemy commanders, the 2 world bosses, those were here already. And they were always, you could do it once for your entire legacy. So that, you know, that hasn't changed. They did add crafting a dark project. That's kind of cool because we're going to need those for, you know, if you want those companion compendiums, I think it's a commander compendium it's called. You'll need those dark projects. So that's a cool little crafting thing that they added in there. Point values obviously are dramatically higher than they used to be. Now this is with the 150% bonus, so I shouldn't say they're dramatically. They are quite a bit higher. So those, no problems there. I don't think we've got any kind of problems there. These are, now we're into the daily repeatable. Cool thing, they added the bounty contracts. So they've tied Death Mark to Bounty Week. That's awesome. I'm glad they did that. I think they should. I was thinking that before it even started, that would be a natural fit. And so completing a contract a day, you get 1,875 points. Really nice. And I'm going to try this here. I'll probably have a little addendum at the end of this where I'm going to try and complete one. This is my second character. I'm trying to check and see whether or not I'm going to be able to complete some of these. I believe I was able to complete a second Nar Shaddaa heroic, which we'll talk about here in a sec. Well, let's go ahead and skip to that. Nar Shaddaa heroics are in the daily repeatable. It's a low value item in the daily repeatable, meaning you get to do 1 heroic. Theoretically, 1 heroic per day per legacy. However, I don't think that's universal because just like in the Gree event, I was able to do a heroic with 2 different characters and get points for it on both characters. So at least some of these are repeatable by characters. Now, whether or not that's a bug or not, I'm not sure, but it does tell me that it is possible to do it per character, and I hope it stays that way. So let's look at a couple of other things. Defeating Gil, that used to be a once and done for your legacy. Now it can be done daily. So Master Mode, he's the bonus boss on Mandalorian Raiders, which is also a thing you can do on this one. It is a repeatable, infinitely repeatable. The Mandalorian Raiders, that is, not Gil. Nice thing I discovered during the Gree event, those specific flashpoints that are repeatable, you can solo those and get the points. So you can just, you know, grab a stealth character, run through those as quick as you can, and get the points. Pretty awesome. They also added a chapter in here. Mandalore's Revenge, sticking with the bounty hunter kind of theme here. You can do chapter 14 of, you know, Knights of the Eternal Throne, or I guess Knights of the Fallen Empire, and get 1,875 points. Very nice if you like to go to Darvanis and collect crafting materials. It's a great planet for collecting crafting materials. So jump on a character, go. You know, Mandalore's Revenge is chapter 14 is not quick, But if you're going to get 1,875 points, as well as a bunch of crafting materials, as well as 13,000 credits, 630 command points, plus the command points you get for finishing the chapter, I did it. I thought it was worth it. I don't have time to do it on multiple characters, but I thought it was worth doing at least once or twice. We've got the operations here that's there. Nar Shaddaa Slayer is an interesting one. This is new. That's defeat enemy players on Nar Shaddaa, so there might be a reason to go to a PvP instance there. Infiltrating the Empire, that's one of those typical defeat 25 Imperial Defenders. Now, this is now repeatable. It didn't used to be, so that's cool. Daily repeatable, probably across your legacy. Don't know for sure. I haven't tried it. The next one down, this is an interesting one. This is, again, proof that this change was made largely to siphon off extra money, extra either materials or money or whatever. It's a resource sink. Because this, you can go and buy an untraceable credit lockbox from a shady market broker. And at the end, I'll go ahead and put a map up or where you can find him. But anyways, it's 500,000 credits. So you go and you buy this lockbox for 500,000 credits. Then you go to the Outlaw's Den on Tatooine and present it to Naboru the Hutt. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't need points that badly. That 825 points for 500,000 credits. Why don't you just put in a buy points thing? All right, we talked about the heroics already, so let's keep going. Nar Shaddaa Rampage, like I told you, these two rampages have been reduced to 100 opponents, so that's cool. And then you've got Dominate the Stars. That's when a starfighter match is also a daily repeatable. The repeatable objectives are largely the same as they have been. Sacrifice 10 invasion forces for some points. The ranked Warzone matches, the flashbacks. Oh, I'm sorry, they do have uprisings. I missed that. So you do all of the different activities plus a specific flashpoint. And interestingly, and I've seen some comments on the threads, on the forums online at SWTOR.com, people talking about the fact that this is a daily repeatable, winning a starfighter match. However, winning a ranked Warzone match, you can do as much as you want. Notice, however, that there is no points for just winning a regular match. This is complete. This is complete. This is complete. This is complete. So that's it. Those are the major ones. I am going to go. Stay tuned for just a sec. I will put up a map on where to find the shady broker to buy the untraceable credit lockbox, and then I will report also whether or not the bounty contract license can be done by multiple characters. So be right. All right, guys, I can confirm that both the bounty missions and the rampage missions are repeatable on various characters daily. So it's not per legacy, it's per character. All right, and I'm here on the lower promenade. For the other thing I was going to show you was, okay, so lower promenade, upper corner where you get the Gus Tuno mission to get him back. For those of you who are 70 plus, but he's up in this corner up here. So you find this guy here, click on him, and you'll see he's got two things he can sell. The untraceable credit lockbox is what is going for this current, what is it? The Deathmark Conquest. This one I'm assuming is for, I forget what the other conquest is. Titans of Industry, I think, is the one this is going to be for, because it's activate this item on CZ198 to monopolize galactic markets. So I'm assuming it's probably an add-on for that conquest, similar to this one here, where it's a repeatable, spend 500,000 credits and get whatever 500 conquest points or something ridiculously low like that. But anyways, there you go, guys. that is the changes that we are looking forward to for Conquest on 5.9, as well as the current Deathmark Conquest. Please let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. You know, are you upset with the changes that have been made? Do you like the little flourish, the little add-ons that they've put on there? Are they going the right direction with the corrections and the fixes they're making? You know, I'd love to hear from you down below where you stand on this issue. If you would, please like this video, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and share with a friend who might be into Star Wars as well. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers this year, and we could use your help. We can also use your help financially, either through shopping at our Teespring store, link down below, or our Amazon affiliate link, also down below, where anything you buy through that link, you know, goes, we get a small commission on that. It doesn't cost you anything extra, it just helps us out. Or you can become a patron on patreon.com. The link's down below, and you can go check out what we've got going on there. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and may the Force be with you.